Good evening, everyone. How is everyone doing this evening? Who have we got in the house so far? We've got Brian, Lemington Central Model Railway, Anthony Dodge, the Model Train Outsider, Maura Curran, Tom Houston Model Rail, President XD's Locomotive Shed. Oh, Andy, Hot Dog Pilots popped in. All right, guys, how you all doing? What's the weather like where you are? Today in Donegal, the sun has been split in the rocks. It reached a high of about 24 degrees today. So I would imagine if that sort of weather is all over the British Isles, there might be too many in tonight. They might be enjoying the last of the sunshine. Joshua W56, good evening, Joshua. How are you doing? Hereford Martin, good evening. Yeah, it was roasting all day today here. It was lovely. In fact, the past couple of days, it's been really nice. Really been enjoying the weather. Let's see who else pops in tonight. So I got a few different trains running tonight on the bigger layout. I've got a Prairie running around there, DMU Class 108, and a Sprinter unit, and a Helgen Class 47 running around. Got them out a couple of days ago, give them a run around. Oh, Simon's in the house. Good day, Simon. Here comes the puns. Live from a Class 350. Where are you off to, Simon? Trevor Vio. Good evening, Trevor. How are you doing? So how is everyone? What's everyone been up to? What did I do last weekend? I can't remember whether I had the hillside done on the model layout for Modeler's Corner or not. That's actually the video that's out tomorrow. I started working on the platforms. I was just going to make a plain platform, put it on there, just a bit of wood, paint it up, nothing too fancy. And then I seen Charlie's video, Chadwick, and I thought, yeah, I'm going to have to do something a bit better. So I've got some pieces of wood and plastic card and been sticking them on and painting them, experimenting with it. But we'll see how that turns out. Willow Creek Industrial Spur, good evening. I think that's Brad. How you doing? Oh, you're heading home, are you, Simon? Joshua asked the question, does anyone think the two branches to Cookstown would have potential as a heritage railway? I don't know. Heritage railways in Ireland is a different beast to having them in the UK. There's a bigger population, a lot more interest in it. You look at Downpatrick, where they do run trains, they're having trouble running it. I know Whitehead want to do steam excursions on the main line, and there's problems there. So I don't know. Oh, there's Charlie, Particle Station. How you doing, Charlie? Another pleasantly warm day here, working on the free flat kits from Model Rail, working on some trunking, is it? I got some sad news today. It was posted up on the Ulster Motor Club's page. Clive Colbert, who would have been a regular in here on the evenings, has sadly passed away. So as a bit of a tribute to him, later on I'm going to show some of the pictures of his layout. He was always, on the email to me, sending in pictures and everything. So unfortunately, we got word today that he's passed away. So I'm going to show a few pictures of his layout as a tribute to him. He was a regular in Jenny's stream as well. He was quite, I know he was in hospital a few weeks ago, and I didn't think it was that serious. He said it was something with his knees, but I don't know what happened. So rest in peace, Clive, and condolences to all his family and friends. So I'm going to show his layout. We can go through the slides here. I think everyone loved his car ferry, his Stranraer layout. Yeah, he was a great modeler. He'll be sadly missed. So he was sending all these photos through to me. He was quite happy to show off his layout. Quite an extensive collection there. I do like the car carriers. I think I have a few of them. The blue ones. I think they were from. I think Lima might have made them. But I think that the old Sea Link ferry, which I think Sea Link was in the 80s. But that's quite a model. So you can see he's quite proud of his layout. He sent me through quite a few photos over the last few months. Obviously done a lot of work on it. Oh, look, there we are. It's a Sprinter unit. Is that a 156 or a 158? I've got one of them going around tonight. Some pictures of Clive's layout there. Rest in peace, mate. me just go back there. Oh, Jason King, how you doing? Good evening. Oh, you got some double slips, so the video helped you out. Well, I'm glad it helped. Yeah, Joshua, building heritage railways isn't easy anywhere, never mind in Ireland. Yeah, it is sad, Brian, another one gone. Yeah, it does suck, Simon. I was on a bit of a high earlier on because I popped over the 5,000 subs mark, and I thought, oh, that's an achievement. And then I was on Facebook and I seen the news, and that really stuck. You know, Clive passing, because we were emailing each other and we'd hoped to meet up at some show, but it never happened, unfortunately. And he was obviously very proud of his layout and everything. He loved sharing pictures of it. Loved sending them in to myself, and he sent them in to Jenny as well to show. So he will be missed. Yeah, the ferry is magnificent. It's really good. Was it the 70s, Tom? I seem to remember being on Sea-Link in the 80s. I would have been quite young then. And also B&I ferries as well. So I think the Sea-Link eventually becomes Stena Line, and then B&I became Irish Ferries. RGJ Trains, Rob and Grace, good evening, guys. That's going to be the tone of the live stream going downhill now. Grace will be wanting me to get my stockings out. Epic Speed, good evening. Leicester Station, TMD, good evening. How are you doing? Yeah, I think they were, Jason. I think they were part of British Rail, because I seem to remember some Sea-Link ships having the British Rail sort of double arrow symbol on it, logo on it. No, not Clive Newland Railways. It's Clive Colbert. You probably would have seen him in a couple of the live streams. He's a modeler from Northern Ireland who's passed away. Oh, you run those quite often, were you, Maura? Yeah, well, it's Stranraer that I think the layout Clive built is modelled on. Yeah, the car ferries used to go from Dunleary. They used to go from Howth at one point and from Dunleary, but now they all go from Dublin Port itself. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the congratulations. Brian's in the house. How you doing, Brian? Dan's Model Railway Journey. Good evening, Dan. How you doing? Rail Videos NI. Good evening. Yes, they were part of VR. All right, okay. Leave the stockings out of this stream, Mark. That's a whole new stream. Yeah, he will be missed. Most times it's Stranraer myself. What did I say? Ivo Van's on. Good evening. Any new art supplies? No. I've got a video to do on, obviously, the platforms that I'm building for this Modeler's Corner layout. I was actually hoping to have that layout finished this week and done, but it didn't happen because then I want to do a video on static grass. So I'm going to cover all the, because I think I've got all the WWS static applicators now, and just do a video on static grassing, tuff making, making trees, just have one sort of video on all that to show it being used on the layout. Because I've got the big static grass applicator, I got the medium size, and then I got the detailer one, which is the one I got a few weeks ago. So chance to use them all. Yeah, I think the ferry has moved. It's moved a bit further down to, what's the next port down? Which I believe is a real pain because Stranraer had the train station, whereas the next port down doesn't. They were on about building a link, I believe, or restoring a link. I'm not sure. I'm sure Simon will know. When younger, I was a kid on those freight ferries. All of the drivers used to throw me £1. Remember one time having nearly £50. That was a lot of money in the 80s, Maura. Shock yourself for demonstration purpose. It's the one for doing the tufts, the plate. That's the one you can quite easily do it on. Of course, the other one, when you're cleaning out the hopper and you forget to switch it off and you stick your hand in and yeah, I think static grass isn't the only thing standing on end. That's it, Carnryan, that's where they operate from. Carnryan is easier to get to road from Glasgow. Yeah, because I was looking at it. Was it last year? I thought I'd get the ferry over and then get the train to go to the Glasgow show. But when I seen it was a coach drive, I thought, no, I don't tend to get travel sick, except if I'm on a coach. Just, yeah, I dread if I have to get the bus from Donegal to Dublin for whatever reason, because that is just, it's 4.5 hours of sitting there feeling sick and trying not to throw up. Women are meant to be able to multitask. Yes, well, women can multitask. So instead of doing one job well, they do several jobs badly. I'll just duck behind the sofa now. Oh, Clive's in the house. How you doing, Clive? Newland Railway. Oh, Timber Surf. Good evening, Timber Surf. How you doing, sir? Yeah, the option to sell to Belfast with Steno or Lauren with P&O from Carnryan. Yeah, last time I sailed from Belfast was on the Liverpool route. And unbelievably, which is an 8-hour crossing, they let us on the ferry and let the ferry go, knowing the whole vacuum system on the ship was broken and not one toilet on the ship worked. So you had an 8-hour ferry crossing with no working toilets. And when I complained about it, they sent me a 50 quid voucher to use the ferry. And I thought, there's no way I'm using that damn ferry again. That's fighting talk. Trim catamaran was great for inducing seasickness. Very strange motion at the stern. See, I've been on in the middle of the Irish Sea when it's at its roughest, and I've been fine. Obviously, traveling by train, fine. Car, fine. You put me on a coach. Yeah. When you figure out that pizza is round, comes in square boxes, and is eaten in triangles, then you will understand women. Super tired. Good evening. How you doing, sir? I did the Belfast Liverpool trip once. Never again. Yeah. Just hang off the poop deck. Always better to fly. Yes. Well, I'll be flying into Birmingham for the show, the Staffold show, the New Worley show in October. Anybody who's in Ireland or the northern half of Ireland, the Fermanagh show is on this weekend, Saturday, 10 to 4 in Enniskillen. So I'm going to be going to that. You could travel at night and go over the side of the ferry. Yeah. Well, when I was traveling that time, the toilets weren't working. We had a cabin. It was an overnight ferry. There was me, my missus, and 5 kids, and no working toilet. So you can imagine how that went. Were they taking the pee when they sent the ferry to Liverpool? Oh, you'll be in Enniskillen, will you, Brian? Excellent. I just see that heart logo's on. I forgot to take it off. Let me just do that now, if I can. Everything's still running on the layouts. Nothing stopped, is it? Okay. Let's see if that's got rid of that little heart. Well, yes, it's gone. Sure. Well, yeah, you'd have thought they would have cancelled it, but it was just an awful journey. Use the sink. Yeah, but see, it wouldn't have helped using the sink because they were all work on a vacuum system as well. Yeah, it wasn't. Oh, hi, Raymond Legs. How you doing? I'm in a bad place at the moment. Mentally, I'm okay. I'm just in talk. I'm not going to say that. I discovered that we can disable the stupid heart thing. Oh, right. So you can do it. Excellent. Now, usually when I set up my live stream, I go in to customize it, untick the heart box, the live actions thing, and also add Jason's stream. But of course, Jason isn't streaming tonight, so I didn't do that. I didn't think to. I'm going to take the ferry to Newcastle for holiday next summer. Ooh. That Sprinter unit that's going around is the Class 156. There also, a Sprinter unit was a Class 158 as well. This is obviously 00 gauge. It's the produced by Hornby, but it's the ex-Lima molding. I like the Sprinter unit. I wanted to get one. Obviously, that's DCC. It's got an 8-pin chip in it. Because when I moved to the UK when I was 15? The school I went to in Bristol was near the main line, and quite often I've seen the Sprinter units going up and down, and I just quite like them. So I've always wanted to get one. And I was at a show a couple of years ago. I had the original Lima one. Of course, wasn't at DC. And I was at a show and I seen that one for sale, and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to go and get it. Pop the chip in it and have it on my layout. Hermitage Road. Good evening, sir. How you doing? Oh, Alan's in the house as well. Did I miss Alan? Hi, Alan. How you doing, sir? Oh, Hi's in the house as well. H&H Express Model and Scale Trains. How you doing, Hi? Oh, Simon's batteries going low. Do they have a charging port on the train you're on? Or are you off the train now? Well, yeah, I probably will go to about 9 o'clock tonight because Jason's not on tonight. So I like Lima locomotives and wagons. I don't actually have too much Lima stuff. I have a few bits and pieces. Some of the Irish stuff I have was produced by Lima, the coaches and such like. Oh yes, Rail Videos NI. They have just finished restoring number 171, isn't it? Yeah, one's to Steve Gillen, Slieve Gillen, at Whitehead, and they're going to be running it the 12th of October. Unfortunately, that weekend I will be in Stafford, so I won't get to see it. Get to go on a ride for it. Do you know, is there going to be any other steamings? I know, is the plan to transport it to Dublin? Yeah, all good to me here, Alan. Thanks. Train rides on the 12th will be 171's first public trains in 22 years. Well done to all the guys up in Whitehead. I know the dedication and the work that they do up there, because obviously it's the guys in Whitehead who restored Drumbo to the condition we have it in now, and they went above and beyond what was asked to do, because they're all rail enthusiasts. They wanted the best for the steam engine, and they've done a lot of extra work on there in their own free time that wasn't asked for, and it's very, very much appreciated. Makino. Yeah, hopefully I'll get up to see it, because as I was saying, there is an issue in Northern Ireland that steam can't run on the main line, but it can run on the main line in the Republic. So I think I read somewhere that the plan was to transport 171 to the other side of the border and put it back on the tracks, which is a bit ridiculous because Whitehead Museum is connected to the main line. Why they couldn't be allowed to steam down to the other side of the border, but I just know there's a whole thing going on. I'm not going to go into it on here. Simon just sent me a picture of him on a train watching my stream on his phone. Valley 56, Chris, good evening, sir. Yes, RIP Clive. I will show his layout again later on so people can see the work that Clive done on his layout. Yeah, there's always a man with a clipboard that says no. Yeah. Does this mean less work for me to do if I say no? Yes, it does. Right. Okay. No. Okay, Anthony, take care. Say hello to Kyan for me. Kieran, J94 is in the house. How you doing, Kieran? Yeah, so plans for me, I'm going to do an update video in the next week or two, but just let you guys know, the plan that I'm following now at the moment is I want to finish the layout for Modeler's Corner, which should have been done by now, but you know, life gets in the way. Hopefully I'll have that finished over the next couple of weeks and I can get that out of here. Then the 6x4 layout, which has got trains trundling around at the moment. Need to redo the houses on that, redo some of the lights and everything, fix that up. Then that can go out of here back to the museum. And by the time I've done that, it'll probably be time to, dare I say it, get the Christmas layout out. Because I've been invited up to the Bangor show on the 30th to take that up. So I need to make sure that's all up and working for the 30th to display up in Bangor. And then obviously then after that, it'll go into the museum. And at which time then my own big layout that I'm currently working on, I can crack on with that. So that's the sort of plan. So there's plenty to keep me busy. After the train rides on 12th, our next train rides will be on the 27th of October for Halloween, then every Saturday and Sunday in December as part. Well, hopefully I can get up probably around the Christmas ones, obviously just to have a look at it and maybe film it a little bit and see it. So obviously I'd say your Santa rides are probably all booked out by now. Because I think 27th, that's probably the bank holiday weekend down here, in which case I'm going to be down in Dublin at the Dublin show. Everyone keep an eye out for when's that coming out, Ivo? Or is it out already? Humbug. Yeah, of course, we're getting now into, like, what time is it now? It's just coming past 8 o'clock and the sun is setting. Let me move that round a little bit so you can see the setting sun. Can you even see it? No, move it around a little bit more. So yeah, it's getting dark now. So it's bottling time of year, but of course, Christmas coming up for me, a parent, it gets very busy as well because all that stuff to organize, and in the museum it gets busy as well because obviously we have the Santa experience to organize. Never mind, we've Halloween coming up as well. So we still have tickets available for our Santa event. Keep an eye on the website for teachers. Oh, I will do that. So I have to watch others. Ah, right, okay. Teletubbies say. That's one of the few continents. Oh, right, okay. It was dark when I came into the chat, too dark outside to see what I was doing. Here in Barry on the Bristol Channel, it's dark. Oh, is it? Well, the sun's just gone down. I'd say another 15, 20 minutes and it'll be pitch black here. Although we've had the super moon the other night, so it's kept the place very, very bright. Love the ghost trains running down the garden. Yes, the reflection in the window. Locomotive I want to buy available. No, oh, what are you buying, Ivo? What's... You know, when it's the height of the summer here in Donegal, being that little bit further north and west, it hardly gets dark some of the nights. You know, it's bright up to after midnight, and especially if you have a full moon. You know, it's only dark for an hour or two, and then the sun's coming back up again. Pico G7 was. I have too many freight cars. Ooh. Oh, I just noticed that I put Clive's message up. I must have clicked on that by mistake. Use the sync. This is, of course, why you introduce railway time. Yes, there is a clock in the corn market in Bristol with 2-minute hands on it to show London time and Bristol time, 10 minutes apart. And next time I'm in Bristol, I must go down and do a video on it. And need a quick sip of juice. Tonight I am drinking 7-Up Zero. Only because it was the first thing in the fridge that was cold that I grabbed. Let's see, the lights aren't on the 47. There we are, that's the one. Everything seems to be running around there nicely. So what, I will show you the platforms I'm building. They're not as fancy as Charlie on Chadwick. Let's move that out of the way. So I will show them on, where are we? Bottom left. So basically, I got a piece of wood like that, cut it to shape, and I painted it grey. I thought, oh, that'll do. Then I seen Charlie's video, and I thought, that's not going to do. So I had some plastic card. Obviously, I've stuck it on there, cut little bits, to make like pillars, some on the top. Covered it all with grey primer. And then the masking tape I was using, which is supposed to be low-tack masking tape, ended up, as you can see there, ripping a load of the paint off. So I started painting them down, and then I put some down to make the edges, but you can see where it all bled. So basically this is going to be not scrapped. I'm just going to give it another coat of grey primer and start again with it. So this is my sort of experiment. It didn't go according to plan, and I've done a sort of a whitewash on it to fill in the mortar lines. And then I was going to do a black wash on it just to do a bit of weathering on it. So hopefully I'll get this done over the weekend. So that'll probably be next week's video. If a trader on eBay sells something at the wrong price, i.e. too cheap, do they have to honor the transaction? I don't know. Nicola, good evening. I knew that fun fact. What was the fun fact that I said? Oh, was that about the clock? Probably because you were down there with me and I told you. Because Nicola's my daughter, so she would have been bored with that fun fact numerous times. London time and proper job time. Leave the damage for realistic crappy tiles. Well, that's, yeah, never seen it. That's what I was doing there, because obviously you can see where I've used a different color. That was like that there, ripped off back to the plastic. So that's why I colored that in. I thought, well, that can just look like, but the other bit where the white line I put on it, it's all bled. It just looks absolutely terrible. So I'm going to redo it, because this is what I was using. Don't know where I got this from. Obviously, I was using that for the platform edging, for the vertical bit, if you like. And then this was just for the actual platform. Just plastic card. It's in my bits and bobs box. So I'll work on that over the weekend. So I was using the masking tape, which I bought was supposed to be low tack, but I got a feeling what I'd done wrong is that when I painted this, I didn't let it dry and harden enough. So when I put the masking tape on it, it was still quite soft. So what I'll probably do is take these out. If it's sunny tomorrow, take them out, spray them all again, leave them in the sunshine so they get a good drying, and then not do anything on them until the Saturday. Oh, my chat's disappeared. There we go. Whoa. Bugler75, good evening. Valerie's in the house as well. Hi, Valerie. How are you doing? Are you going to be at Enniskillen on Saturday, Valerie? Sherco 00 Railways, Elizabeth, how are you doing? Hope you're keeping well. And Raymond's put something unpronounceable. That's a lot quicker compared to my platform, so I was built from coffee stirrers. Yeah, like it hasn't turned out too bad. It looks okay, apart from the painting's gone a bit awry, but I'll fix that. You know, and then I don't think I've got any buildings to put on there that'll be too big for the little platform. So there's probably going to be a couple of lights. I'll put some bins and that sort of thing on there. Just some, you know, platform furniture, obviously people. And then, because the other thing I was thinking, because this is going in the model shop window, you want to have stuff on the layout that you can buy in the model shop. So if you look at it and go, oh, I can actually do that. I can buy all the stuff to do that here. So that's why I went down this plastic card route, because I know he sells this plastic card and we can use that. Popping in from South Africa, where you're very welcome. Do I want a Prashiri naan from the Indian? Oh, yes, please, Nicola. I will have a Prashiri naan. Thank you very much. She's obviously on her way home from work if she's not home already. It was a typo, brand new, back when release, 100 quid cheaper than elsewhere. When you've got them finished, you've got to take them up and put cables in and repair them badly in another color tarmac. Yeah, very true. There's a few club members going down. All right. Thank you very much, Elizabeth. Yes, I reached 5,000 subs yesterday, I think I went through, so I'm quite pleased with that. I think my kids are amazed and surprised that I got 5,000 subs. I think it's got to a reasonable number in their eyes now, so I'm not so much of an embarrassing dad on YouTube. Oh, just out of Ballyshannon. Are you going to repaint the passengers or use them out of the box? Usually what I do with people when they come out of the box, they're a bit too shiny. Usually I just give them like a very dilute black wash just to take the shine off them and dull down their clothes a little bit. Repeating Jason. Yeah, it was sad to hear about Clive. I showed a picture of his layout earlier on. I'm going to show them again now in a minute, Valerie, because it was just a bit of a... I seen that on the Ulster Facebook page. I was like, oh. Thank you, Elizabeth. Chinese bulk figures, legs too long. Well, usually the Chinese bulk figures I get, they're usually terribly painted. And they're usually, even though they say 176, they're more like 172, which isn't a massive difference. Usually I just cut the legs off them and stick them in coaches, so they're not really seen. I say give them a black wash just to tone them down a bit. I haven't actually seen that Ivor release yet. Oh, Andy Dobson's in the house. Good evening, Andy. How are you doing? Oh, Joshua's off to see Carl. Okay. I told the new girl in work today about my dad's train YouTube channel, actually. Did she subscribe? My kids' mates hate me. I have more followers than they do. No, you're right there, Ivan. The Chinese figures aren't too bad. They are particularly usually badly painted and in very bright colors. That's why I say just a black wash over them just to tone down and give a bit of sort of shadow to their clothes and that. It it makes a difference. For something that's quick and so simple to do, just a black wash on them, it really does help. Yes, I will be videoing the Enniskillen exposition. I'll be doing that. I'll be taking trusty Donegal daughter with me with the camera, which reminds me tonight I need to make sure all the mics and batteries and everything are all charged. Oh, Timber's Lee show vid is out. All right, Timber, I just made you a mod there so you can share your video. And if someone can also share Brian's website as well. If Brian's still there in the chat, if he's still there, or he's might have sloped off. But yeah, as I say to Brian, anytime you're in my chat, feel free, just share it. You don't have to ask. I have Hornby and Backman people on my layout. I've not done coaches yet. Nervous for that. So on your channel might help me a lot. Well, I've done a couple of videos on actually adding lighting to coaches and putting people in and bits of rubbish and newspapers and stuff. There's about 4 videos in the thing, and actually painting the interiors as well, so they're not all gaudy. And so yeah, if you look back on my channel, there will be there. Yeah, as Raymond says, they're slightly out of proportion. Get the 100 size, they fit better. Yeah. If you see any Irish locos on offer, let me know. Unless I bag them first, Valerie. Yeah, that's what you have to do, Raymond, when you put them in coaches. You have to cut the legs off. I've got like a little bag of legs, you know, as your modeler, you don't throw anything out. You think, oh, that'll come in useful. I'm not sure what a little bag of legs I could use for modeling. Suggestions on the back of a postcard, please. Oh, Rob and Grace are back. How you doing, guys? Highland, you only talk to bots. I feel sorry for them to do that. Hannibal Lecter Express. Bought 500 Chinese figures in sitting position for my coaches. Took 3 weeks to paint them all to be pink. Lego City. Yeah, I was just thinking that. Where's Flymo? Isn't his daughter getting married? So he's probably tied up with that. Stick the legs on the flock sheep. That'll confuse the audience. You want the bad news? I'm back. Oh, here we go. Pun time, everyone. All right, Tammy asked me to pop into there. All right, that's okay. Yeah, no problem. I don't know when her wedding is. I presume he's probably, if it's this weekend, he's tied up because last week he said it was next week, which is this week. So I don't know when exactly it is. So Alan is watching both of our channels at the same time. Yeah, the cooking video out tomorrow on Spice Bag, which is an Irish takeaway special. That's out tomorrow. And I posted my Ryanair flight to Barcelona on my other channel as well. Yeah, I think I've bitten off more than I can chew with deciding to start other channels. Although the cooking channel isn't too bad because you can do cooking channel stuff in batches because it's all how-to. So you can easily do like 3 videos in a day, and then you've got 3 weeks worth of videos there. Valerie, I was just saying that about the layout. No, I was hoping to get it finished so you could have it this week because the show's on, but just life got in the way. I reckon the next 2 weeks now I'll get it done, get it finished. Oh, I need to get my beauty sleep. Turned 50. Yeah, I turned 50 this year as well. Elizabeth, I turned 50 back in May. It was a big shock. It's like, how did that happen? How did I reach half a century? Anyway, take care. Catch you again. But yeah, the spice bag it's basically salt and chili chicken and chips. So you have like shredded chicken with chips with chili, peppers, bit of onion, and like a salted chili mix, spice mix on it, shaken up. Can be served with curry sauce or sweet and sour sauce. Comes in a brown paper bag. Mine was served on a plate though. Steady on, Timber. Debbie does Dallas and Grace does trains. Batching is good. I got this week off to see what I tend to do, Simon, is if I do a batch of videos and I think, great, I got 3 or 4 weeks videos done, then I don't do anything for 3 or 4 weeks. Instead of just carrying on doing a video a week, I end up then last minute going, I've got no video for this week and have to do something. Yeah, spice bag seems to be an Irish thing, sort of invented in Dublin. Thank you, Elizabeth. Catch you again next time. Good night. Have your night's sleep. No, there, Nicholas says spice bags are unreal. Well, I'll tell you what, Grace, if I ever come over to see you guys, I'll cook you one. Hereford, I turned 49 for the 7th time this year. Oh, thanks, Timber. I'm now officially old. Thank you. Brian, I heard for 10 years ago. Don't hear me complaining. Oh, and Alan retires 6 months and gets his pension. Ooh. Jerry, BVR, good evening, Jerry. How you doing? Yeah, life getting in the way. I was just talking about that. Fan of Trains 5972, good evening. Welcome to the stream. Oh, is your daughter called Nicola as well, Maura? My eldest is Nicola. Or is that, are you saying to my Nicola? I'm confused now. Yeah. What's the chicken dish you only get around north of England? I don't know. Also, it feels good to use it on a laptop than my phone. Anyone here run a club? If so, what insurance company do you use? Well, Grace, you can watch my video that's out tomorrow, and it'll show you how to make the mix up and how to make the chicken, because I cheated and I just used frozen chips, but I actually made the chicken myself. I got some mini chicken fillets, marinated them in some soy sauce, garlic, then mixed them with a whisked up egg and corn flour and deep fried them. So you had battered bits of chicken, and then put them in the wok with the onions, pepper, and chili. Add a bit of spice mix, and then added the chips and let it all mix up and serve it up. Indian ordered, excellent. So I missed you last Monday. Arrived up there in the last minute flash of on Sunday. Oh, were you up at the museum, Jerry? Oh, I was there in the morning for about an hour. If you're ever going to be up this way again, drop me a message. Sorry to tell you, but your kids have been thinking you're old for the last century. Oh, I was talking to Nicola. Okay, I was getting confused there. More. Turned 39 last month, but can act like an 18-year-old. I think we can all act like 18-year-olds. There's me at a Mackey's before the stream started. You know what I miss and what I like having anytime I go to the UK or up near Belfast where there's a Burger King is the old bacon double cheeseburger. I think that's a really nice burger, probably because I don't have it very often. Ah, you lost me at garlic, sorry. Breaded chicken, Mariana sauce, mozzarella, and Parmesan all over spaghetti. Yeah. Chris, I'm 59, feel 30, look 70, act 12. I used to think I was 10 years younger than my age, but since hitting 60ish, I feel like I am 10 years older than my age. You do a steak and kidney pie on your cooking channel. It's something I've never made, actually. I made like beef pies and that sort of thing, but I've never done steak and kidney. Oh, that's something to look up. And yeah, it would be the same, Raymond. Kidney, yeah. Chicken parm is an Italian American dish. Okay, Nicola. Yeah. Experience a fair amount of warpage on the flats building. Might have been. Oh, right. Okay. So you who glue heating up and causing it to warp. After 50, mirrors are your enemy. After 50, never trust. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull up pictures of Clive's layout, and we'll go through them. Anyone who's come to stream, unfortunately, we lost Clive Colbert. He was a regular on the stream here and other people's streams. He sadly passed away. He was always sending me pictures of his layout, so I thought tonight, as a tribute to him, we would just show the pictures of his layout. And, you know, send condolences to his family and friends. We've lost another modeler. So this is Clive's layout, Stranraer. I think the ferry he has there is amazing. And he's got some amount of rolling stock there. Yeah, I think that ship, the Sea Link ferry, just looks amazing. He obviously spent a lot of time building this and building up his collection. Yeah, they are great models. I think he must have scratch built them all. Yeah, I was saying, I think I have some of those car carriers. I think I have about 4 of them somewhere. I like the way he's even done the wake of the ferry there. Old lifting bow door. Like all of us modelers know exactly, looking at that, how many hours of work have gone into it and how many hours of joy it would have given as well. Probably a few hours of frustration as well. Got like all the catenary up as well. There's Sprinter unit. Got one of them going around on my layout tonight. There we go. Rest in peace, Clive. Yeah, Simon, I hope they don't get wasted. I hope someone takes them up. I'm sure family be in touch with the club members and things like that. I worked for Sea Link in the past on taking more than 1,000 ferry crossings, a long distance Euro truck driver. I live in Dover too. Wow. So you've been well used to the ferries and Alan. I have no idea, Martin, whether that's a kit built or. And George's trains, and an older chap came in asking if they'd be interested in his Markland collection. Oh. Yeah, as he always says when he leaves the stream, guys, I have to go now. See you soon. Please stay safe and well, guys. Goodbye from Clive in Northern Ireland. Rest in peace, Clive. Clive didn't actually have a channel. He just posted send the pictures. Like, he was a regular in this stream and in Jenny's as well, and I've seen him in a few other streams as well. Oh, Ewan the Growler's in. Hi, Ewan. How you doing? Yeah, it's probably not a bad idea, Timber. I mean, I know I've made a spreadsheet out of all my models. So everything's listed. To be fair, I'm frightened to put the prices on everything in case my missus actually finds it before I'm gone, because then I would be gone. I remember seeing a T-shirt. I hope my wife sells my models for the real price and not the price I told her. My missus knows my famous lines. Sure, I've had that one for ages. I've always had that one. Yeah, Timber, I often see that as well. How to, not knowing how to get rid of it, or, not knowing how it works, or, and the museum in Donegal here, we've received probably over the past 4 or 5 years, 3 or 4 collections where families have just donated it, and I've always gone through the collections and been very honest with them and said, look, this engine is worth this, if you want to sell these on, this will be a good place to sell it, so they get money back on it. Just so they're not just giving away something that's of value, because I don't think that's fair. Yeah, dealers do pay peanuts. When you come over, Mark, you keep your mouth shut about prices. As long as you do the same when you come over here, Brian. Yeah, this is what I've done, Chris, is I've got a spreadsheet with the list of all my locos, and yeah, it's all my locos on it. I haven't made a list of all the rolling stock because there's so much of that. We'll split it into sort of diesel, steam, and Thomas the Tank Engine. Oh, excuse me, sorry. I've lost the camera here for whatever reason. My laptop has decided to crash. So I was lost connection to the internet. All right, I don't know if I'm going to disappear offline in a second, guys, because my internet seems to be playing up. I don't know what's happened to that. Use Yardmaster for rolling stock. Brian, I have a spreadsheet, 2 columns, A4s and others. I think I've shown you Brian's A4 collection. I'm not sure if he's verging on having a problem or... All right, Maura, take care. Catch you again. I don't know why this has just decided not to work. All right, let me just... because it is a computer. Yes, Ivo. Yeah, for whatever reason, maybe the wires come out of my... I have it hardwired and to the network, and the network just stopped working, so I've just hooked it up to the Wi-Fi. See if we can get it back. Here we are. Back again. The computer says no, yes. How is that camera hooked up? Right. I tell you what, I'll show you, Charlie. So this camera here is my mobile phone. I then have a web camera there. And then over there, you will see 3 laptops. So the one on the very left is the one controlling the stream. And then the 2 other laptops have webcams on them. And so they're on StreamYard as guests. So that's how I operate 4 cameras. I was watching a couple of weeks ago, John JMC's stream, and he was showing those little cameras that he has. So I was going to look at them to when I build the layout to permanently wire cameras in. Psychiatrist never cured me, but in A4, that's a different class of locomotive. Heading out. Okay, hi, take care. Catch you again. Why not 3 cams on 1 PC? Well, because it won't work in StreamYard if you have them all connected up. And these are old laptops all they have on them is an operating system, and the only thing they're used for is this live stream. Just like you were starting to hit stream, yes. Yeah, guests and additional cameras. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I have before because I've used tablets and phones and had them. But the good thing about having the laptops is I've got a switch and I hardwire them in, so you get a better connection. You're not relying on the Wi-Fi because, you know, in this house there's so many people connected to the Wi-Fi. Like there's about 60 devices hanging off the Wi-Fi between all the kids and smart speakers and everything in the house. So if you have it hardwired in, you have better connection. And I'm lucky in this house, I have a fiber connection. So I have a gigabyte connection, which is usually pretty stable and works really well. So really the only thing that's working off the Wi-Fi is the phone I'm using as a connection. Scott Wolf, hi, how you doing? Yes, you found the live stream. Very welcome. I'll probably be finishing up in about 8 minutes. So I'll be, I go to about 9 o'clock. I start at 7:30 on Thursdays. That's 7:30 Irish UK time, depending on where you are in the world. Yeah, we're trying to do a regular Thursday night live stream. I should be back next Thursday. I don't think there's anything in the diary that will stop me next Thursday. Oh, there, that laptop was obviously having a moment because now it's dropped the Wi-Fi signal. So, oh no, oh, it's back. It's probably a sign that it's just had too much now. Yeah, so I've a video out tomorrow just on making a hillside. I'm going to work on the platforms for the Modeler's Corner layout over the weekend, get them done. That'll be next week's video. At the same time, I'll then hopefully get it all tied in. And then to the extent I want to do a video on all the static grassing, the WWS stuff. Not sponsored. I've paid for all the stuff there. I just think it's really good. I've used other static grasses before, never really got on with them. And I think the WWS stuff works really, really well. So that'll be next video. I want to do an update video as well. I want to do a video on the 8x4 that's got the 57 and the 37 going around on it. So I need to do work on that. And then I can crack on with the other layout. No, Jason's not live tonight, guys. That's just why I'm on to 9 o'clock. He's taking his break for a couple of weeks and he'll be back. Oh, I still remember a TV. Yeah, I still remember that, switching on the TV and then having to go make a cup of tea while the thing warmed up. Now, it's almost the same with TVs now, with the smart TVs. It takes 5 minutes for the thing to boot up. A service manual included giving a good hard slap on the top. I know if you're a proper technician, it was more on the side than the top. Interesting. I was lost there for a minute what you were saying. I presume that's Grace. Small hands. You know, the good thing about small hands, it makes things bigger. Is that true, Rob? Half 7 Irish time. Yeah, half 7 Irish UK time. We're on the same time zone. CST, is that Central time? What are you, 6 hours behind? I think. Yeah, see, Charlie, like I work in IT, so I have all the tools for hardwiring stuff. So I can run Cat6 cable around the place and terminate it. And I prefer hardwiring things because the Wi-Fi signal can get flaky, because unless you buy yourself a really decent Wi-Fi router, which are, you know, you're looking 400 or 500 quid for a decent one. The ones you get supplied by BT or whatever are pretty flaky. Oh, Chris is getting over the engine. It's rented and power cuts, yeah. You don't know what's twisted. All lines through London are busy. Please try later. 2:56 in Alabama. So 3. Yeah, so you're 6 hours behind. Yeah, more reliable hardwired. I have a server 24-way switch. See, what I have here, Timber, is I have hardwired a lot of the stuff. In the main front room, the TV, although it's a smart TV, has its own dedicated computer. I have a NAS drive, which all music and shows and everything go up onto, so they can be watched in any room and streamed on any device. That's the way I have so I have most of the rooms I have hardwired. If I can't run a cable, because obviously this house is, I mean, at the moment is rented, so I can't go drilling holes everywhere. Then I use the power line adapters, which work quite well. Yeah, say I've got Cat 5 and Cat 6 running everywhere, Chris. Yeah, I keep saying Cat 5, but it's Cat 6 now. Though you can get 1,000 over Cat 5, but you don't have the same bandwidth. It does not stop the kids now, yeah. Yeah, it's timorous because I throttle their connection so I can have it all. Because they have 60 browser tabs open. Yeah. Okay, Charlie, take care. I got a cat too, and they're fussy. Oh, Brian's off as well, is he? Yeah, it's 9 o'clock now, guys, so I'm going to say goodnight as well, because I need to go and have some food and catch up with the missus, who should be home by now, and my daughter will be appearing with my Indian, so I'm going to call it a night. So I'll be back hopefully next Thursday, 7:30 Irish time again. Show on this weekend in Enniskillen. So I'll be at that. Video out tomorrow on making the hillside. And hopefully I'll catch you guys in the streams elsewhere. So take care, everyone. Everyone have a good week. Enjoy your modeling. And I'll see you back here, hopefully, next Thursday. So take care, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. It's great having these Thursday night meetups. So take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again. Bye for now.